Hi guys, this is Nate Hoffman with Sweeter Docs. You may know me from the Facebook group Google Workspace for Healthcare Providers. If you aren't a member yet, please feel free to go over there and search us in the search box right there on Facebook, and we're happy to add you. Anyway, we are so excited and just thrilled to be able to show you our Google add-on called Doc Populator. Essentially what this add-on does is it takes the data that you have from your patient intake form and it will populate as many templates as you want. For example, you could have it populate part of your evaluation. You could have it populate just a patient intake form, including their consents. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with this add-on, and I'm excited to show you how it works. So first, I'm just going to kind of briefly go over what a patient intake form might look like. Then I'm going to go over, just briefly what that looks like within a Google Sheet. And then we'll talk about the add-on and how you create documents from that data. So let's jump right into it. If you take a look at this, this is the Google Sheet where all of our patient intake information has pushed over to from our Google form, which is our patient intake. So this is just a quick example of what that might look like. Name, date of birth, why you're seeing the physical therapist, have you had any falls, past medical history, all that good stuff that typically comes with a patient intake. Now this isn't as comprehensive as I might have, but it has a good amount of things just to kind of give you an idea for what our add-on will do. So over here is just that first row of information from that patient intake that has automatically populated from the form. And I'm going to show you how to push that into a document using our add-on. If you want to add an add-on, first of all, you need to search for them. So you're going to come to extensions, you're going to come to add-ons, you're going to go to get add-ons. From get add-ons, it should have a search option in there, and I'm going to put in Doc Populator. Should pop right up, and there we are. From there, you install it. Okay, so that's how it's done. From there, it'll pop up like this. Normally, it has a welcome sign. You're going to push on welcome, and what that's going to do is take you to an option to where you can have a 14-day free trial of the add-on to see if it's something that you want. Okay, and then after you've done that, this is what pops up. From here, what you just kind of start from top to bottom. You're going to go to Data Center. So where you want to begin is here at the very top. You're going to go ahead and push Start/Open Template Editor. You click on that, and you'll see that my stuff has actually already been added. I actually already made this template previously. But what you do, so that you can see it better, you're going to minimize, make it a little bit smaller over here. Maybe even a little bit more so that I can easily see this information off to the side. So first, I can create a method of automatically naming my document, so I don't have to think about it. I'm going to name this one Evaluation. I'm going to put in the name of the patient, and I'm going to put in their date of birth. I'm going to take out current date. All right, so there you go. It's there. If I want more data points within that naming process, then I can pick something else. I could pick any of these column names, and it's going to go ahead. For example, I could push current date again, and I put add column to the document name. If I scroll over to the side, there it is. The current date would also populate the name of the document automatically. I'm going to go ahead and take that out for now. Okay, so now I finished the naming process. Now what I want to do is add the column information over to my template. So I did this previously, but you can choose to toggle all of them, which is going to do this, or I can just choose a few data points. If I come down here to the bottom of my document, you can see that down here at the bottom, if I scroll down, I'm going to say add column to the template. And here are the column names that I've selected that just popped up. Okay, I can do this as many times as I want, going through these options and clicking on the ones that I want, pushing add those to the template, and you can add them anywhere and as often as you need. From there, I'm pretty happy with what this looks like, so I'm going to push save, and my template is complete. Okay, so now it's time to actually create some documents. I finished my templates. I have a patient in front of me, and I want to pull up their evaluation so that I can get documenting on them in real time as I'm actually evaluating them for the first time. So I'm going to click on these three little dots up here in the corner, and I'm going to go to Publish Documents. From there, my templates are going to pop up, and I can choose either one of them or both of them. I'm going to say that I want to do column number 2. If you look over here to the left, make sure you're not doing the one up here in column number 1, because you're going to end up doing all of these ones, and you're going to go, hey, this thing's broken. Nope, I'm picking column number 2 because that's my first data set. I'm going to say Publish Documents. From there, it's going to pop right up in just a couple seconds here. Okay, so my document has been generated, and I'm ready to open up and start documenting for the patient who's right in front of me. So here it is. The evaluation pops up with all the subjective data that they provided in their original intake form. You can see here that I have some issues with some of the spelling and other things. I'll have to remember to go back and change some of those things, but for the most part, this looks pretty good. Now from here, this is probably a little bit of an extra snippet, but let's say I want to also automate some of the rest of the documentation process. Well, I like to use something called text plays. And what I would do here is I would push /ls eval. And this is from a previous template that I made for an evaluation. So some of these things aren't things that I need to add again because I actually already obtained this information from the patient. But you can see some of the various tests and measures that I perform, the assessment, goals, and even the frequency and duration that I plan on seeing this person. When I'm done filling in that information, I push Insert, and it goes ahead and populates this document. Hi, this is Editor Nate here, just taking a quick time out of the video here. I realized as I was editing that I really glossed over text plays. If you want to get a better idea for how it can speed up your clinical documentation by producing tons of verbiage through keyboard shortcuts, please follow the link below to the video. Also, if you're looking to purchase it, please support what we do by using the affiliate link below. Anyway, guys, there's the add-on. It's been fun showing it to you, and I hope you take the opportunity to at least do that 14-day trial and see if it's something that can really benefit your practice. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.